It's Lillian Axe right here on your classic metal show from the Love and War release. That is the title track. There's another band that kind of underrated that I always like. We've had Steve Blaze, guitarist, founding member, on the show a few times, and Steve's always been nice to us. I don't know what your thoughts are on Lillian Axe, Chris.
I don't know that I have many. I mean, they're what, you know what they are? They're like a faceless band to me.
They are.
They're every time you play something, I'm like, yeah, that's pretty cool. And then I never listen to them again until the next time you play them.
Sure. But
know who else is like that? TNT.
Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah, I like them. I like everything that I hear, but I just don't go out of my way to hear it.
Yeah, it's not enough of an interest to you to explore their catalog or anything like that.
Yeah. And TNT I've tried a little bit because we are friends with Tony.
Yeah, absolutely.
And again, there's not anything in their catalog other than the stuff that they did with that other singer.
Mm-hmm.
That the guy from the band Shy.
Yeah, Shy.
That's some shit there. But the stuff Tony did is all pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's all listenable.
And of course, what's surprising is that after all the ups and downs that Tony has had with TNT, he's out there playing with them currently.
He's got to make his money, dude.
Oh, I understand. I get it.
You know, after playing Broke Street with fucking Skid Row, he's going to get
yeah, exactly. Just kind of sad, huh?
Probably spent all his earnings for that year on a jacket. You know, because I don't imagine Skid Row makes a lot of money.
No.
Dude, what do you think of that? Of now with the new guy?
I haven't even heard. I have not heard any of it.
They just keep taking the next step down. And I don't mean to say that even with Tony, but Tony did not fit. I'll put it that way. I don't want to say he's a step down.
No, I would agree. I would agree. He definitely is not. I mean, Tony was very cool about coming on the show and doing a Q&A with everybody and, you know, whatever. And, you know, the fact that he redid the 18 in Life with Skid Row and all that was all well and fine. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't a great fit.
Solinger was a better fit. Honestly.
Yeah.
Solinger was a better fit. And that's nothing against Tony. Skid Row, look, Sebastian, for as much as he's a fucking weirdo and an absolute kind of a douche, the guy is brilliant with his voice. He has a very unique, the level of growl that he can bring, as much as the highest octaves that he can hit, is very rare. Really, there's not anybody that does that very well. The only guy I think we've ever heard do something even close was that Pin Siren guy.
Yeah, absolutely. And they should have got that guy.
They should have got that guy. And what's he doing now?
Who knows?
They really should have got that guy. But they didn't. They got Johnny Solinger, who was... I saw Solinger, Skid Row, a couple of times, and it was like... You know what? It was like seeing a band that, like, or listening to a record that's a little tiny bit warped. You know, it just missed just a little bit. And I don't know how else to put it than that. It just didn't sound exactly right. And then Tony came in and he just wasn't a fit. You know, the videos that I saw were okay, but they weren't great. And now this guy is a step down from Tony.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what are you guys doing? Either get back with Sebastian or call it a day.
Yeah, it's over, Johnny. And I don't mean Solinger either.
Yeah, or you know what? They could even get back with Solinger if Solinger would do it. You know, they would be okay with that. That would be better than what they're doing.
Yeah, but what Skid Row at this point needs, if they're going to continue on as Skid Row, they got to have something to raise their profile, and the only thing at this point is to do the Sebastian thing.
Yeah, that's the only. I mean,
because they've already blown through 3 singers already since Sebastian.
Yeah, and so that's not going to make an impact no matter who it is. Strength of show they're not going to get because they're going to be continually compared to Sebastian, who for better or worse still sounds really good on stage. for the most part. I know I've seen some reports that he has not sounded as good as he used to.
Yeah, he's kind of hit and miss. I mean, he puts he puts the weight on. I've seen Sebastian lean down, and then I've seen him where he's just put on too much weight.
Okay. But he's actually having surgery and stuff too right now. Like there was like something wrong with his vocals.
Mm-hmm.
So he's fixing himself up that way too. So, I mean, Sebastian's the only way to keep that band alive.
Yeah,
I mean,
agree. If there's going to be any reason for Skid Row to continue, if they want to raise their profile in the marketplace, the only thing they can do is actually put the differences aside and do the Sebastian Bach thing.
Yeah, nobody's going to give a shit about some new song or, no one cares. Yeah, I honestly don't think Sebastian would make that huge of a deal either. I think maybe once around the country and then they're back in the bars.
Yeah, I agree.
They might, I still, and I know we've had this conversation before, I still don't think that they're bigger than a 4 or 5 seater, 5,000 seater once with Sebastian back in the band.
Yeah.
And then after that once, people will be like, whatever.
All right, we've seen it. Been there, done that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what those guys are going to do. And it's really kind of tragic when you think about it, because they were so much better than most of their contemporaries that are now bigger than them.
I agree.
I mean, all these bands that we're talking about tonight, LA Guns and Great White, and none of those bands were as big as Skid Row. I mean, Skid Row, when they had that little run from 88 to 90 or 91, whatever it was, with I Remember You, Youth Gone Wild, 18 in Life, Monkey Business. And that was a big fucking band.
I know.
They were fucking popular. And they were good. I saw them a bunch of times with Sebastian, and they were kick ass every time. And then I've seen them without Sebastian, and it's been like, all right. This is, I remember these songs when they were good. I don't know.
All right. Well, we got a couple of emails here.
Okay.
So we haven't done a begging for email segment in a couple of weeks. So let's see what's on the mind of the folks out there.
All right.
It's time for the Classic Metal Show to start begging for email.
What the hell is email?
Death sent me an email.
Well, when you figure it out, email me.
And here's your loser beggars, Neely and Chris.
You've got mail.
We certainly do.
All right.
All right. Something that or at least I handled tonight.
Okay.
Our friend, our hardcore listener, Richard Hayden over in New York.
Okay.
He sent us an email, a very, very fairly lengthy email about his love for Dokken.
Oh boy. Okay.
What I find funny is that he refers to us as our first names.
Oh, well, that's good.
So that just goes to show you that those are one of the people who feel very close to you.
Sure. We're all buds.
Yeah, we're all buds. We're all friends.
Yeah.
So he starts off with, please take the time to read this, guys.
All right.
That's you and me.
Yeah, we're guys.
So he starts off with, what's up, Wendell and Chris?
Who is this from?
This is from Richard Hayden. He went to see Dokken tonight.
How are you, Richard? Great to hear from you, my friend.
Right. He says, listen, guys, I'm going to try to be my hardest not to be a fanboy on this, so here it goes.
All right, Dick, let us have it. No, because Richard.
No, it's Richard.
It's not nicknaming him Dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I've been a fan of Dokken since 1987 when I was 5 years old.
Oh, wow.
So he's a bit younger than us.
Okay.
He was 5 in 87 when Dokken came out with Back for the Attack. Yep.
Right.
I remember wearing out my Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 VHS because of the song Dream Warriors and at the end of the credits. Mm-hmm. From the moment on, I was hooked, and my dad went out and bought me a Back for the Attack album.
Sounds like a great dad there, Dick.
And the rest was history. Mm-hmm. So fast forward, I was about 17 years old when I started hanging out with my cousin and his friends, who were all metalheads. Kind of reminds me of your story that turning you on to Black Sabbath.
Oh, with my cousin? Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Same thing.
Sure.
And they were all metalheads, and they played the New York rock circuit back in the 80s.
Okay.
And shit. And shook hands with a lot of the greats.
Whoa.
They introduced me to all types of metal, that is Stryper, Priest, Y&T, the list goes on. And my favorite band of all of them is still Dokken.
There you go, Dick.
So I took a lot of shit for it anyway. I figured, what better way to honor my favorite band than to get a tattoo?
Oh, no.
So 17-year-old in 1999, here I am getting the Erase the Slate Dokken Cross logo inked into me forever. And I was still and am damn proud of the tattoo.
This guy's not even the most impressive Dokken fan tonight. The other guy named his kid after him.
He did, but I don't know that. I don't know that Richard has offspring.
Dick is a second-tier Dokken fan.
Well, you ought to see the Dokken Erase the Slate cross that Kendall has.
Really, I'd like to see that.
She's got an Erase the Slate Dokken cross as well, and I have one. It's on my left shoulder.
Where's Kendall's pubic bone?
No, she's got hers on her. I think it's on her. Let me think. I think it's on her right shoulder.
Hmm.
So I've seen several Dokken cross tattoos. It's a very cool tattoo worthy design.
Okay.
Because I got mine right after Erase the Slate came out, and I also had my friend Jack Livingood do the Dokken crosses. Remember the Dokken crosses, the necklaces and stuff?
Yeah.
And they sold them on the Poison Tour in 2000. It was 2000, yeah.
I'm going to get one, but I'm going to change it to Aiken.
Right.
Dokken.
Yeah. So everybody's got the Dokken cross.
Apparently.
Even I.
Even you.
Even me.
You and Dick.
Me and Dick. And Kendall.
And Kendall.
Kendall, Wendell, and Dick. Is that like what was it? What was that movie back in the 70s? It was Crazy Mary and something Larry or Harry or something like that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that one.
Yeah, it was the one where they were running from the cops, and they had the car, and they were listening to the cops on the crazy.
Okay, that's only every movie ever in a cop movie.
No, they had the scanner in the car, and they were changing out cars and stuff, chasing around.
Not ringing a bell.
No, not at all, huh?
No.
It was Jane Fonda's brother.
Peter Fonda?
Peter Fonda. I believe it was a Peter Fonda movie.
How old are you?
I'm an old dude, man.
Peter Fonda? What was that, the early 70s?
This was late 70s. This is one of the later 70s movies.
Jesus. What else were you watching at the same time? The Tower Inferno?
No. Dirty Harry and Crazy Mary was the name of the movie.
Is that a double feature with the Poseidon Adventure and Jaws? Jesus, dude.
All right. I'm not the only one who knew that movie. It's in the chat room, so there you are.
Glad to see there's some other old fucks in here, too.
Some other old fucks.
God damn, Peter Fonda. Susan George. My God, now, Bandy, and how fucking old are you?
See, Bob knows.
Well, Bob's like 80.
Yeah, Bob's a badass. Leave Bob alone.
He's an ass, all right.
He's not going to, he's going to cut your parts out of the next Inside Metal movie.
I'll just release him myself.
Just for being a dick.
Just release him myself. Everybody wants to know my opinions of Mesro.
Right. All right. Well, getting back to Richard's letter.
Yeah.
So in 1999, he got the Doc in a Race the Slate cross.
All right.
And he's still damn proud of it.
Right.
So back in 2002, Dokken came to a club called the Trade Winds in Seabright, New Jersey. And my friend JoJo, isn't that a Boz Scaggs song, JoJo?
Boz Scaggs, how old are you?
You listen to Boz Scaggs. Don't be a dick.
All right, I like one Boz Scaggs song.
All right.
That's old, that Lido song.
Yeah,
Lido Shuffle.
Lido Shuffle.
Yeah.
How old are you, man?
I'm old as dirt. Look, I'm the one that was talking about being dead soon.
Right.
I know I'm old.
I can't believe you listened to the Lido Shuffle, man.
Lido.
Exactly.
Oh.
So anyway, my late friend JoJo, I guess JoJo's not with us anymore.
Rest in peace, bro.
Yes. He bought me a ticket for my birthday while he was suffering from stomach cancer.
Oh, bummer.
And don't you feel like an ass now?
No, not even a little.
All right.
I can make cancer jokes. I have a kid with cancer. I'm
Okay.
allowed to do cancer jokes now.
That is true. And he was also a lot younger than me, 17 at the time, while me and my friends, Mike and I, were 20, and we decided to go. And I told my friend JoJo that they will not let him in because of the age limit.
Oh, man.
So here's a 17-year-old kid worshiping his older 20-year-old friends.
Right.
They're going to see Dokken, and you're not.
Yeah, man.
But
Stay the fuck out.
Yeah, but he bought the tickets.
Ooh, bummer.
And he said, don't worry about it. I'll show them my medication port and tell them that Dokken is my favorite band, and they will take pity and let him in. So the show started at 8 o'clock, and I made sure we got there at 4 so I can be the first one through the doors and be the first at the front of the stage. Ooh. Unfortunately, the doorman did not take pity on my friend and did not let him into the show. So my friend Mike decided to stay with JoJo while I went in, and they knew I loved Dokken so much that they were going to wait in the car for the whole show.
Wow.
So his friends waited on him like a mom in a station wagon waiting for her kid to come out of seeing Led Zeppelin back in 1978.
How parental.
It is.
Very sweet story.
To be over, so they waited in the car until the show was over, so they had to stay there through 5 shitty bands before Dokken took the stage.
Wow.
Then Don finally came out, sunglasses, cigarette, and all opened up with Erase the Slate. In between the songs, I'm screaming his name. And finally, we made eye contact. This is like Randy's story. I threw the peace sign at Sebastian, and he threw it right back at me.
Do people really get that fucking...
I made a connection with my favorite singer, man.
Do they not understand that these guys don't remember any eye contact ever?
Right.
Let me just break the fourth wall here or pull the curtain back or whatever.
It meant something to me. Stop ruining my dream, will you?
They can't see you because of the lights. The lights that are angled at the front of the stage blind them from seeing you. Even if they make contact, it's you're making contact with them, and they're just looking down to not be staring at the light.
Right.
That is what's going on.
Come into the light. Come into the light.
Am I wrong? That's exactly
that is right. When you're on stage, you can't see anybody.
Yeah.
And
if they're looking down, it's because they're trying to get away from the light being in their eyes.
Sure.
That's why.
Right.